Hey everybody, Jeff here, and welcome to the Brigmore Witches, the second story DLC for Dishonored. So, we just finished up Knife of Dunwall, which was all about Dowd investigating Delilah, figuring out who she was, what's going on. We didn't really, actually, no, we were just figuring out what the name Delilah was about, basically. We found out she's, like, a witch, or she's got powers, that's kind of it, actually. She definitely has some sort of power. She either is a witch or she works with witches, something like that. She said she had sisters, the statue. I didn't really, like, it didn't really explain what she was doing, though. Like, the outsider told us to look into this name, and that was it. I found out I missed a note in the estate district, in the room that actually has Delilah's statue in it. And there's a poem there that she wrote that seems to be about Emily, so she might be doing something with Emily. Now, I've never played this DLC. I played maybe I played 5 minutes of it. I don't know why I didn't. I think I was in a hurry to just start Dishonored 2, but it was so long ago. It was like 4-5 years ago, something like that. It was some ridiculous amount of time. So I did not give it very long. Maybe like 20 minutes. But I've been really having a lot of fun with Dishonored, getting back into this series. So let's just move right into the next one. Let's not even go to another game. Let's go straight for Brigmore Witches. So let's see. A save game. Yes. Low chaos. You're choosing the low chaos progression. Continue. Yep. We're going to keep veteran. That's fine, I don't have any autosaves, so that's not a huge concern. Dowd's hideout. Oop, troubled sleep. You've been ill at ease ever since you assassinated Empress Jessamine Caldwin and aided in the abduction of her daughter Emily. Yeah, that was something we were dealing with. Like, Dowd, that wasn't... Dowd's decision was not sitting well with him, and I was trying to play him as if we were kind of redeeming him. He's not giving up, like, he's not going cold turkey on murder, but he's definitely gonna, we're gonna try and redeem him.
He knew. The black-eyed bastard knew that when my blade stilled the Empress's heart and delivered her daughter to the Lord Regent's men, everything would fall to pieces. He watched me do it anyway. And now the world's gone mad. Plague grinds the city down. Corruption rots. A mad killer roams the streets by night, seeking revenge.
Hey, Corvo.
The overseers have stormed my hideout in the flooded district. And I'm in a strange duel with a mad witch named Delilah for the fate of the Empire. I'd say I was being punished, but I know that the world doesn't punish wicked people. We make our choices and take what comes. And the rest is void. I can't say I wasn't warned.
Michael Madsen needs to narrate more things. Like, his voice is just, it's so...
The men are recovering from the attack.
Oh, it's like bits of paper falling.
They don't understand the danger they're in. My mother warned me never to make an enemy of a witch.
Or did she say bitch? I'm not sure. Oh. Hey, Corvo. Is this the... No, this isn't the... Well, it doesn't have my save file from the main game, so it could be.
Corvo.
Oh, no, there's books floating. This is...
settle our debt.
This is the void.
You understand. I won't make this easy for you.
Do I have to fight him? Seriously? Oh, okay. What have I got here? What are we dealing with? Okay, we're gonna... And... that's fine, yeah. Whoop! Oh, God, there's nothing in there. Oh, God, what? No! He's so good at blinking. Get back here, Corvo. Have I landed a single hit? Oh, no, but he has. There. Nope, come on. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, what if I blink at you, huh? Ooh! Oh, come on! Get him! Oh! There we go. Now I'm making some progress. Come on. Whoa! Hey, Corvo. Oh! Get him! Oh, God. Oh, no! Oh! Did I win? Oh, I won. Oh. Oh, it was a dream. Okay. I mean, yeah. Well, we knew it was because of the floating
Thomas
book.
has returned with the information you requested. He's waiting for you below.
So are we just... Okay, we're back in the flooded district in the hideout. Parting shot. What is that? Delivered or attempted the killing blow on Corvo. No, that was pretty delivered, although it was like a dream or in the void, so it doesn't really matter. Let me see. What am I actually working with here? Alright, so we gotta put some of these back where they belong. Summon Assassin. I did have that, didn't I? I never used it, though. I don't have my things, my bolts. Where are they? Alright, let's, what do we got here? Those runes, okay. I like. And stuff. Whoops. Yes please. Yes please. A note from Billy. Dowd, no need to waste breath with apologies or excuses. You taught me that. All I can say is that as soon as I left Dunwall, my head felt clear, maybe for the first time. You told me once that people like us burn hot, then burn up. We don't get a chance to start over. No long days in the sun. But I know you, Dowd. Despite all the blood on your hands, you've been stashing coin. No one does that if they're not holding on to something. You've got some kind of plan, some hope for a new life. Maybe you knew, maybe you didn't, but that's what you gave me when you let me walk away. The one thing you said that wasn't possible. And I will never forget that. When the time comes, and it will, I hope you're watching close so you can get that chance too. I left a book for you. The world is big, bigger than I knew. There are lots of places where an old man like you could disappear. Billy. Aww. I knew I liked her. Ports of Call? Is that the book? Excerpt from a guide to port cities across the Empire of Isles. Potterstead, Bristol, small town, but the locals are charming, and the ale is unmatched. Be certain to visit during the month of winds for their pennant festival. Dunwall. Nope. Call Kenny Morley. While the harbor master here is particular about the kinds of goods you're carrying, the rest of the town is more lax. Be sure to visit the inn on the rock for the best mutton stew in all the isles. Yarrow Tivia. The cold here will snatch the breath from your lungs, but it is met with equal strength by the civility of its well-mannered citizens. See, like, there's all these places that we never get to see. I want more of this world. I know Arcane Studios, they said, like, first they said, like, oh, they were... The game was on, like, Dishonored was on hiatus. And then they're like, no, it's not on hiatus. We're just doing some other stuff right now. So they're, like, there's room in the future for more Dishonored games. Although they did say that the next ones won't involve any of the characters from these games. We won't have Dowd or Corvo or, you know, anyone we see in here. It's going to be a whole new cast of characters, which is interesting because that super opens up the possibility for these other places that we, like, they talk about so much in these books. And they do such a good job talking about it. Like, they're so descriptive that it almost paints an image. And I would love to see those. So come on, Arcane. They are making a different game, though. I think I talked about it. It's Deathloop or Time Loop or something like that, which sounds super awesome. You have to, like, assassinate a bunch of people on an island in a single night, or, like, the night loops back and you have to start over. It sounds really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. But back to the game. Cozy taverns are kept warm by their famously crafted iron stoves, though the northern food takes some adjustment. Bejeweled aristocrats laugh and drink side by side with weathered leather-skinned farmers, clapping one another on the back until the dim hours. It is hard to make a friend here, or to truly understand the worldview of the native-born, but once you do, you have a friend for life. Kaleros, or Konos. This city is crowded in the warmer months, and for good reason. You'll find yourself shoulder to shoulder with scantily clad locals, and foreigners on holiday, pale skin burned pink by the sun, which somehow seems larger and brighter in Serkonos. Food in Calero is a shining example of Serkonan cuisine, and there is always music, always dancing. Hand-rolled on the steps of tobacco shops, the cigars are of course fresher than the ones you've had shipped to other parts of the Empire. And Karnaca, Serkonos, the jewel of the south at the edge of the world. The city is bustling with industry, after a wave of settlers from Morley and an influx of wealthy trading companies from Dunwall. Everywhere you go in Karnaca, there are new ideas, hybrid forms of music, groundbreaking theories of natural philosophy, and even extravagant delicacies made by mixing ingredients from all the known cultures. They took like a burrito, and then they like rolled up a pizza and put it inside the burrito. The locals work tirelessly for their coin, welcoming the elites from across the isle. So Karnaca is where the... Ooh, hello, Corrupted Charm, where Dishonored 2 takes place. Corrupted Bone Charms are powerful bone charms that come with a cost. Locate them like normal bone charms by listening for the song they emit or with Void Gaze. Let's see what we got. Actually, I still have... Do I still have everything? I do. Awesome. So what is the one that I got? Was it Witch's Skin? This is the corrupted one. When taking damage, your mana is drained before your health. Mana does not... Ooh, no. No, thank you. That's not... I don't want that. Let's see. Slightly faster mana. Choking is faster. Mana. I think I took Reinforced Bolts. Spirited. I don't remember what else I took. Maybe Swift Stalker. We'll leave it for now. Do I have, like, what have I got for... I have 0 runes. Okay. I wasn't sure if it would give me some, like, bonus runes starting out. What else have we got? Cobbled Bits of Bone. This has got to be about runes and bone charms, right? They say my mother was a witch, but the truth, as is often the case, depends on perspective and your place in the world. She relied on poisons made from exotic herbs, and the wait. Whose mother is this? Because I thought I remember something somewhere about... I don't know. Her power originated in hallucinogenics delivered through guile or by force to those who crossed her. There was an unusual intensity in her gaze for certain, but it came from within, not from the outsider. It's what happens to anyone pushed to the absolute edge of sanity and survival, who stays there for years, then returns to walk among the sheep in so-called civilized society. My mother was crafty, but if it was anything more than powders, hidden knives, and guile, I never saw it. Like they tell children, some of those truly touched by the black-eyed bastard... Okay, this has got to be Dowd's journal. He's the only one who calls him that. So Dowd's mom was a piece of work, it sounds like. Can move through the space between rooftops like a sparrow. Others command armies of rats or poisonous flies as easy as they wriggle their fingers and toes. The overseers are right to fear us, to warn the common folk to stay near their homes at night and keep their families close. There are other ways his influence manifests itself. Those who serve me share in some of what I can do, and I suspect it's the same for Delilah Copperspoon's coven. There are those who can craft runes and charms. The old woman across town, they call her Granny Rags. She carves and polishes the bones of whales, stringing them together and opening them to the void until they moan like the fever-sick on a cold night. I found a few of her talismans, and with each one I touched, a tiny piece of me departed and settled within her. Ugh, I don't want that. What does she gain? A longer life? Some other kind of power I don't understand? The making of such things is beyond me. I'm just good at the stabbing. Stab, stab, stab. I've known 4 people in my time who carried the mark of the outsider, but I've known 4. Who else? Because, I mean, Corvo has it, but presumably he doesn't know that Corvo has it? Although, the dream Corvo was blipping all over the place, so maybe he does. Yeah, who else? Who stood at night in stagnant ponds or begged with the dust blowing through graveyards. People who gutted farm animals or burned the flesh of men, thinking... Oh, but I've known dozens who wanted it, thinking it would call forth the void. I met a dying man once who had collected runes and charms for years. He crushed them all into powder, made a paste, and ate them, thinking he could gain whatever magic was in the things. Ugh. His death was long and painful, I bet. I also knew a woman from Karnaca who would trade for charms and other bits of whalebone. She cracked them apart and fused them back together, then sold them. I bought one of these corrupted charms that she swore would cause sharp metal to break on my skin, and it worked. But each time it did, one of my teeth turned black. Oh, maybe I hope this isn't Dowd, actually. One of my teeth turned black and fell out. After the 3rd time, I gave it to one of my men. Now when he smiles, it's all bleeding gums, and I wonder what parts inside him are turning black. Sometimes I ask myself, without these gifts, would I be a man to fear? Would I be... Yeah, okay, nope, it is. Would I be called the Knife of Dunwall, with my name whispered through the markets and the alleyways, the high towers, and the drawing rooms? I'd like to think so, but it really doesn't matter. You're right, it doesn't. On with the show. Reclamation of Dunwall. Oh, this is about the rat plague. Which we know gets solved, but by Piero and Sokolov. Alright. Hello there, what do you got? What are you doing? Keeping watch? Good man, what are you looking at? Those... Oh, okay. Nope, why? Is that a overseer? We're just hanging out with some of my dudes, and some more of my dudes are just watching them. What the hell, Whaler?
Begging your pardon, Dowd, but I don't think it's safe to leave these overseers holed up in the refinery.
It's a new game now. They know where to find us. We just have to make them afraid to.
Oh, I think he's talking about, because the part that we fought in the last video, the group that we thought had broken away from the main force. And I think they're referring to, like, the actual, like, main force of overseers that was gonna invade the flooded district, and who we ended up stopping just by taking out everybody else. Can I get through here? I can. Hello. The Royal Spy Master. It is said that the office of the Royal Spy Master has existed for as long as there have been emperors and empresses. However, in the earliest days of the Empire, the position existed in secrecy. Only after the Morley insurrection was the position publicly acknowledged, due to the tremendous role that the acting Spy Master played in quelling the rebellion. It does seem weird if you have a Master of Spies, if it's a super public position. Like, he's the best spy. Originally, members of the military or officers of the City Watch were advocated for the role, chosen by the Admiralty. In recent years, the outgoing Spy Master has made recommendations on his replacement from a small cadre of espionage agents serving him. In this way, continuity is preserved, since many of the covert projects undertaken by the government are not committed to writing, only communicated in whispers behind secure doors. That's a bad system of record-keeping. That leads to common critique of the office of the Royal Spy Master, that actions are taken and deeds committed that even the Emperor or Empress... Oh, yeah, clearly. They're clearly not aware. As evidenced by everything that's going on in...
Is Dowd getting soft? Rothwild's not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
You
Which
should
one of
spend
you's
more
questioning
time
me?
Thinking about your form.
Anytime you think I'm a little soft, you're welcome to come by my office. Bring a blade.
Oop, wrong. I mean... Do I not? I don't have a sword! Oh. That's obnoxious. Okay. Up there. Here we go. Hello there,
Taking
friends.
prisoners is exactly the sort of thing I'm talking about. Ever vigilant, I see. Are we leaving soon to Brigmore?
Interesting times, gentlemen.
Yeah, were you talking shit?
Overseers in the flooded district. Witches abroad in the city. Traitors in the ranks. I'd be nervous
I don't like how many of
too.
these guys are...
Then I'd remember who killed the Empress in Dunwall Tower and came out untouched.
Remember it! I don't like how many of these guys are talking shit behind my back. The Knife of Dunwall, a survivor's tale. From a street pamphlet containing a sensationalized sighting of the assassin Dowd. Gentle reader, be assured that your coin is well spent today, for what you read here may one day preserve your life and your sanity. No one has seen the Knife of Dunwall and lived to tell of it. Until now. The sun was setting, a bloody stain against the sky, silhouetting the noble contours of Rothwild's slaughterhouse. The stench of blood, the flesh of men and whales, soured the air. Dowd slithered from the sewers, his body slick with gore and crawling with vermin that no mortal man could have tolerated. His shadow stretched out before him on the ground, and it revealed his true nature. A horned thing, warped by heresy. A shape too terrible to put into words, my gentle readers. A sorcerer from the void, without question. I could hear the moans of the dying workers he left in his wake, but he did not even pause to acknowledge their plight, for his heart is colder than Tyvian ice. Instead, he let out a guttural howl of victory, the shock of which snuffed out the lives of those poor dying workers, and then he bounded away, moving from roof to roof back toward the streets. And this was where I thought this chapter would end, until I heard the music. The grinding metal music of the overseers echoed from the nearby alleyways, and I knew there would soon be a fight. With only my sense of duty to the fallen citizens of Dunwall to keep my fear from overtaking me, I inched closer to the mouth of the alley for a better vantage. A brave contingent of overseers had captured one of Dowd's lieutenants lurking in the alley. He, or she, for I could not tell beneath the thick leather of the industrial whaler suit, I was prone and tied with sturdy ropes, surrounded by overseers, but their fixation was ultimately their undoing. Dowd fell from above, moving through the air as easily as a falcon. I swear it upon my spirit. Without sound, he glided down among them, and the music maker was the first to... this part is kind of true. Some of that was definitely sensationalized. I think the only thing that was really true was the bounding from roof to roof, but I did go for the music maker first. First to die as Dowd tore the man's, didn't do that, head from his shoulders. The wretched song faded in discordant wail. Then I watched as the most notorious assassin of our time became a flurry of leather, metal, and blood, deflecting bullets and sword blades with ease. I clumsily grabbed a dead body and blinked out of there. That's all I did. The last overseer, no doubt consumed with terror as seeing his brothers fall so easily, sank to his knees and begged for mercy. Dowd spoke a single word that made my entrails squirm in my belly upon hearing it. The overseer shrieked like a madman until his mask split in two, as though struck by some hammer and chisel, and a stream of blood gushed forth from the crack, bathing Dowd's boots. I closed my eyes at that point, too overwhelmed to witness any further atrocity. I could only hope that if that foul heretic discovered me next, my life would end swiftly. But when I opened my eyes, Dowd was nowhere to be seen. That was the last I ever saw of the Knife of Dunwall. Well, not for long. I'm going to find you and make you print a correction. So heed my word, gentle reader. Should you or anyone you love witness some misshapen shadow fall across your path, or should you hear the slightest rumor of dark words whispered from the rooftops, then flee. Flee with all haste. Who did that? I need to speak to the editor. I wish to speak to the author.
This will hold while we're away. Anything short of cannon fire.
Let's hope it won't come to that.
Yeah, I really... Don't shoot a cannon at my house, anybody, please. Alright, well, up here. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, I overjumped it. Here. There we go. Runes, glorious runes. Take this too. Money, please.
Corvo's out there, Dowd. It's a matter of time before he shows up here.
He's got the Lord Regent's army to chew through first.
And chew through them he is. Just like a dog, one at a time. Less slobber, though. Alright, is that? Nope, there's a rune over there. I think that's everything, then. You, what have you got to say?
I've made a mess of the access ways, but it had to be done. If I come back, I'll take it all down.
We'll be back. And then you can burn those overseer drapes while you're at it.
They did change my drapes. Ugh. I hate this. Ugh. The Metaphysica Mysterium. Excerpt from a longer banned work on supernatural ritual. It is said that we should not sully our hands when combating the forces of the void. My studies have been deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I have harnessed the same energies employed by the outsider and his accursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I bet this guy met a happy end. I will prescribe a twofold method in this text. Indirection, as the unwholesome powers of the outsiders use living flesh as a conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. Containment. By using channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies in a raw state, shielding them from the perverse perspectives of the outsider. You guys really seem to feel like... And Dowd's definitely got something against the outsider too, but they really seem to feel like... Act like he's just the most evil son of a bitch ever. Like even Dowd was saying, like, oh, he knew what was gonna happen after I killed this guy, and he could have stopped me. After I killed the Empress, and he could have stopped me. It's like... He gave you those powers how many years ago? Like, he's clearly... He's not like the Chaos Maker that everyone paints him to be. It's more like he's almost like he studies people, but only the ones he finds interesting. He likes to see what they do with power. Although... I guess why did he give us Delilah's name in the first place? Is it just to see what Dowd would do? Blueprints! Hi.
Thomas finished his scouting run. When you've talked to him, I'll give you the latest word from inside the prison.
Cool. Prison? What prison? The Whalers. That's my gang. Isle of Circonos. I've read a lot today. Where is... Ah, here we go. There it is. Hello, beautiful. Yoink. Thank you. Alright, I'm ready to go shopping. What have we got here? I've got 2. I've got a new power. Holy crap, look at that. Pull. I have 5 runes? How did I get 5 runes? I picked up 2, didn't I? That must be the bonus ones I was thinking they might give me. Alright, well, let's see. Do I have level 2 on that. I'm interested in pull. That seems like fun. Grab inanimate objects from afar with left trigger. Items such as money, ammunition, and keys can be pilfered from a distance. Other out-of-reach objects such as bottles or whale oil tanks can also be picked up. At level 2, pull living things and bodies for a slightly higher mana cost than inanimate objects. When enemies are close enough, they are lifted helplessly and can be executed or choked out. I like it. Corpses and unconscious bodies are automatically carried. I like it a lot. And then I could do overall movement. Let's hold off because I do want to do Arcane Bond again. And I want to do Blink 2. Let's hold off on getting anything else for right now. Alright, I believe that's... Oh, nope. Money! Thank you. Did I miss anything else super obvious? I hope not. Holy Galvani. Oh, another blueprint. Sweet. Alright, you! Are you Thomas?
I found Lizzie Stride. Getting her to lend us her boat will be a bit complicated, however. She's in Coldridge. From what I hear, they've got enough on her.
Well,
to
Corvo
hold her
got
for
out
about
pretty
1,000
easily. I should be able to
years.
get in.
Coldridge. We can use this. We'll get her out. And Stride will have to pay back the favor. We'll have our transport.
Ready to leave, sir?
So,
Or should I wait?
I guess I'm confused. Like, do we know where Delilah is? Somebody said something about Brigmore. I think she said, like, it's called the Brigmore Witches. Is Brigmore a place? Someone said something about going to Brigmore. Why do we need... Like, why don't we just go? Why do we need Lizzie Stride and her ride? Lizzie Stride and her fabulous ride. Alright, so we are going to head to Coldridge Prison. However, it is time to call this episode, so we're going to do it next time around. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you guys have been enjoying all this Dishonored fun. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you on the flip-flop.